Something inside me just broke. I stood up, my hands shaking slightly. "Mr. Henderson," I said, trying to keep my voice steady, "I quit." He blinked, clearly surprised. "You? What?" "I quit," I repeated, feeling a surge of adrenaline. "I'm done. I'm tired of the spreadsheets, the lukewarm coffee, and the feeling that I'm wasting my life." I walked out of his office, leaving him speechless. My name is Mia Patel, and I'm 29 years old. Most people see me as quiet and maybe a little boring. They wouldn't guess I have a secret. I work at a small accounting firm downtown. It's not a terrible job, but it's definitely not my dream. Every day is the same: numbers, spreadsheets, and endless cups of lukewarm coffee. What people don't know is that I'm not just Mia the accountant. I also have a successful side project that brings in a lot of money. It's how I can afford my apartment and the occasional weekend trip. My coworkers think I'm saving up for a sensible sedan, but I've got bigger plans than that. My sister, Priya, thinks she knows everything about me. She's 2 years younger and much more outgoing. Priya works at a trendy tech startup. She's always talking about how exciting her job is and how I should find something more dynamic. She means well, but sometimes her comments sting. She thinks my job is boring, but I've never told her about my other source of income. It's been my little secret, a way to feel independent and in control of my own life. I've been quietly building something big, something that could change everything. Right now, I'm just waiting for the right moment to make my move. It's a secret that will change everyone's lives. Priya, on the other hand, is the life of the party. She bounces from one exciting project to another, always with a new story to tell. She works at Innovate Solutions, a company that's developing new apps for phones and computers. Priya is a marketing assistant, and she loves the fast-paced environment. "Mia, you should see our office," Priya would say. "It's got beanbag chairs, a game room, and free snacks. You'd never find that at your stuffy accounting firm." I'd just smile and nod, sipping my tea. I couldn't tell her that I preferred the quiet of my own space, the comfort of knowing exactly what to expect. But deep down, Priya's words did bother me. Was I missing out on something? Was I wasting my potential crunching numbers all day? It wasn't just Priya's words, though. It was the feeling of being stuck, of not really using my skills. I'm good with numbers, really good. But I also have ideas, creative ideas that could make a real difference. But I'm stuck doing the same thing day in and day out. What Priya doesn't know is that Innovate Solutions is the company I've been secretly investing in. I believed in their vision, their ideas. And I wanted to help them grow, even if it meant staying in the shadows. I also wanted to see what Priya was doing. I wanted to see if she was as happy as she seemed. One particularly dreary Monday, something snapped. My boss, Mr. Henderson, called me into his office. I thought maybe I was getting a raise, or at least a new stapler. Instead, he asked me to work late for the third night in a row, compiling a report that he needed first thing in the morning. "But Mr. Henderson," I protested, "I have plans tonight." It was a lie. My plans involved ordering takeout and watching old movies, but still, they were my plans. "Mia," he sighed, adjusting his tie, "you know how important this is. Some people just aren't cut out for the demands of this job." That was it. Something inside me just broke. I stood up, my hands shaking slightly. "Mr. Henderson," I said, trying to keep my voice steady, "I quit." He blinked, clearly surprised. "You? What?" "I quit," I repeated, feeling a surge of adrenaline. "I'm done. I'm tired of the spreadsheets, the lukewarm coffee, and the feeling that I'm wasting my life." I walked out of his office, leaving him speechless. I gathered my things, a small smile creeping onto my face. As I walked out of the building, I felt lighter than I had in years. It was a scary decision, but also incredibly freeing. I didn't have a new job lined up, but for the first time in a long time, I felt like I was in control. I will decide my future. That evening, I met Priya for dinner at our favorite Indian restaurant. I was excited to tell her my news, but also a little nervous. I knew she wouldn't understand. "So, how was work?" she asked, scrolling through her phone. "Actually," I said, taking a deep breath, "I quit." Priya looked up, her eyes widening. "You what? You quit your job? Just like that?" I nodded. "Yep. I couldn't take it anymore. Mr. Henderson was driving me crazy." Priya burst out laughing. "Oh, Mia. You're so impulsive. That job was perfect for you. It was safe, stable, and, well, okay, maybe a little boring. But what are you going to do now? You can't just quit without a plan." "I'll figure something out," I said, trying to sound confident. "Figure something out?" Priya repeated, still chuckling. "Mia, that stupid job, as you would call it, paid the bills. It gave you stability. You are too risk-averse. You need to be more adventurous and maybe take some risks." "Seriously, what are you going to do?" "I have some savings," I mumbled, not wanting to reveal too much. Priya shook her head. "Savings only last so long. You should have talked to me first. I could have given you some advice." I just shrugged, feeling a little deflated. I knew Priya meant well, but her reaction stung. She really did think my job was stupid, and she clearly didn't believe I was capable of anything more. This will show her. I will be fine, and she will see. I am more than an accountant. Let me rewind a bit. How did I get to a place where I could just quit my job and secretly fund my sister's company? It all started in college. I was always good at math, and I loved solving puzzles. One day, I stumbled upon the world of online investing. I started small, using the money I earned from my part-time job at the library. I researched different companies, learned about the stock market, and slowly but surely, my investments started to grow. It wasn't easy. There were definitely times when I lost money, but I learned from my mistakes and kept going. Then, a few years ago, I had a really big win. I invested in a small tech company that developed a new kind of battery. The company took off, and my investment multiplied. Suddenly, I had more money than I ever dreamed of. I could have bought a fancy car or a big house, but that's not who I am. I wanted to use my money to do something meaningful. That's when I learned about Innovate Solutions. Priya was so excited about her work there, and I believed in their mission. So, I decided to invest, anonymously, of course. I wanted to help them succeed, but I didn't want Priya to know it was me. I wanted her to earn her success on her own. It was my way of supporting her, even if she didn't know it. I will support her, even when she is mean. I know she loves me deep down. Back in the present, I was officially unemployed. It was strange, but also exhilarating. I spent the next few days catching up on sleep, reading books, and exploring new hobbies. I even took a pottery class. I started feeling like a new person. But I also knew I couldn't just sit around forever. I needed to figure out my next move. And that's when I decided to take a more active role in Innovate Solutions. As a silent investor, I had mostly stayed out of the day-to-day operations. But now that I had more time, I wanted to see how things were really going. I started attending board meetings, asking questions, and offering suggestions. The other board members were surprised to see me so involved, but they welcomed my input. They quickly realized that I had a good head for business and a knack for spotting potential problems. I also started spending more time researching the company, looking at their financials, and analyzing their marketing strategies. I discovered some areas where they could improve, and I started working on a plan to help them grow. All of this was still a secret from Priya. I didn't want her to think I was interfering or trying to take over. I just wanted to help the company succeed, and maybe, just maybe, prove to her that I was more than just a boring accountant. I will show her. I will make this company grow. A few weeks later, Priya called me, sounding stressed. Mia, you won't believe what happened, she said, her voice shaky. Mr. Thompson, our CEO, just quit. Mr. Thompson was the founder of Innovate Solutions, the visionary behind the company. His sudden departure sent shockwaves through the office. Everyone was worried about the future of the company. What happened? I asked, trying to sound surprised, even though I already knew. The board had been trying to convince Mr. Thompson to step down for months, as he was not as skilled at management as he was at starting companies. I don't know, Priya said. He just announced it this morning. Said he was pursuing other opportunities. Everyone's freaking out. What if the company goes under? What if I lose my job? I tried to reassure her. Don't worry, Priya. I'm sure everything will be fine. Innovate Solutions is a great company. They'll find someone new to take over. But I knew this was a turning point. With Mr. Thompson gone, the company needed strong leadership more than ever. And I was ready to step up. This was my chance to really make a difference, to guide Innovate Solutions to success. It also was the chance to show Priya what I am capable of. I can do this. I will make the company better. I will make my sister proud. The next few weeks were a whirlwind. The board of directors, with my increasingly vocal input, began the search for a new CEO. We interviewed dozens of candidates, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. I had a clear vision for what Innovate Solutions needed, someone who was not only innovative but also a strong leader and a good manager. Finally, after much deliberation, we made our decision. The announcement was scheduled for the following Monday. Priya was buzzing with anticipation. I heard they're announcing the new CEO next week, she told me excitedly over the phone. Everyone's placing bets on who it will be. Some people think it will be someone from inside the company, like Sarah from product development. Others think they'll bring in someone from another company. It's so exciting. I just smiled, knowing that she had no idea what was coming. I couldn't wait to see her face when she found out the truth. It was going to be a moment she would never forget. The moment of truth is coming. I will reveal myself. I will be the new boss. I will be the leader this company needs. Priya will see what I am capable of. She will be proud of me. Or, at least, she won't underestimate me anymore. Monday morning arrived, and the atmosphere at Innovate Solutions was electric. Everyone gathered in the main conference room, buzzing with speculation. Priya texted me updates throughout the morning. They're setting up the stage now. The board members are here. I think I saw Sarah from product development looking really nervous. I chuckled to myself, picturing the scene. Priya was so caught up in the drama, completely oblivious to what was about to happen. Finally, the board chairman stepped up to the microphone. He thanked everyone for their patience and dedication during the transition period. He spoke about the importance of strong leadership and the bright future of Innovate Solutions. And now, he said, pausing for dramatic effect, I am pleased to announce our new Chief Executive Officer. He paused again, building the suspense. Priya texted me again, I'm so nervous. Who do you think it will be? I smiled, I knew who it was. This is it, the moment of truth. The chairman cleared his throat and said, please welcome Mia Patel. This will be great. I can feel it. I am ready to lead this company to success. I am ready to show Priya what I am made of. I can do this. I am the new boss. In that moment, time seemed to stop. I could almost feel Priya's shock and disbelief radiating through the phone. I imagined her face, her eyes wide with surprise, her jaw dropping open. I walked onto the stage, a confident smile on my face. I could see Priya in the crowd, staring at me as if she'd seen a ghost. Her mouth was definitely hanging open. I took the microphone and began to speak. "Good morning, everyone," I said, my voice clear and steady. "I am honored and excited to be your new CEO. I believe in the vision of Innovate Solutions, and I am committed to leading this company to even greater success." I talked about my plans for the future, my ideas for innovation, and my commitment to creating a positive and supportive work environment. I could see the board members nodding in approval, and even a few employees smiling. But my eyes kept drifting back to Priya. She was still standing there, frozen in place. I knew I had a lot of work to do to earn her respect, but I was ready for the challenge. I am the new boss. I will make this company successful. I will make Priya proud. I just hope she can get over the shock. I wonder what is going through her head right now. She must be so confused. She is my sister, I hope she will be okay with it. I will make sure she is. After the announcement, people rushed forward to congratulate me. I shook hands, answered questions, and tried to make everyone feel at ease. But all I could think about was Priya. Finally, I saw her push her way through the crowd. Her face was a mixture of shock, embarrassment, and something else I couldn't quite decipher. "Mia," she said, her voice barely a whisper, "what is going on?" I took her aside, away from the prying eyes of our new colleagues. "Priya," I said gently, "I know this is a lot to take in. But I promise, I can explain everything." Her eyes flashed with anger. "Explain? Explain how my sister, the boring accountant, is suddenly my new boss? Explain how you kept this secret from me? Explain why you let me make fun of you and your stupid job?" I sighed. "Priya, I never meant to hurt you. I just wanted to surprise you. And I wanted to prove to you that I was capable of more than you thought." Tears welled up in her eyes. "Prove it to me? By becoming my boss? This is insane, Mia. This is going to ruin everything." She turned and walked away, leaving me standing there feeling lost and confused. "I will fix this. I need to fix this. My sister is upset and it's my fault. I need to talk to her. I will talk to her. Priya, please just listen. I will make this right. I love you, Priya. I will be a good boss, and a good sister. Please, let me fix this. I am so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. I will be a great leader." I found Priya later that evening at our parents' house. She was sitting on the porch swing, staring out at the garden. I sat down beside her, careful not to crowd her. "Priya," I said softly, "can we talk?" She didn't look at me. "I don't know what to say, Mia. I'm so confused and angry. I feel like my whole life has been a lie." "It hasn't," I said, reaching for her hand. "I just wanted to protect you, and help the company at the same time." "Protect me?" she scoffed, finally turning to face me. "By becoming my boss? By making me look like a fool in front of everyone I work with? How is that protecting me?" "I know it looks bad," I said, "but I promise, I'll do everything I can to make this work. I'll be fair, I'll be supportive, and I'll never let our personal relationship interfere with our work." "That's easy for you to say," she said, tears streaming down her face. "You're the boss. You have all the power. What if I mess up? What if you fire me? What if everyone thinks I'm only getting special treatment because I'm your sister?" I pulled her into a hug. "Priya, I would never fire you. And I would never give you special treatment. I believe in your talent, and I know you can succeed on your own. I will treat you fairly, like everyone else. You have nothing to worry about. I promise. I will be a good sister." I will be a good boss. I will make this work. I love my sister, and I will not let this come between us. I will be fair. She has nothing to fear. I will treat her like everyone else. She will earn her success. I believe in her. She is talented. I know she can do it. I will support her, but I will not give her special treatment. She will be a great employee. She is wonderful. I am so lucky to have her. The next morning, I arrived at Innovate Solutions feeling a mix of excitement and dread. I knew I had to address the elephant in the room, but I wasn't sure how. I started by calling a meeting with the entire team. "Good morning, everyone," I said, standing at the head of the conference table. "I know that my appointment as CEO came as a surprise to many of you, especially Priya." I paused, looking directly at my sister. "I want to assure you that I am committed to leading this company with fairness and transparency. I will be relying on all of your expertise and hard work to achieve our goals." After the meeting, Priya came to my office. "Mia," she said, her voice hesitant, "I wanted to apologize." "Apologize?" I asked, surprised. "Yeah," she said. "I was really mean to you the other night. I was just scared and embarrassed. I didn't mean to say those things." "It's okay, Priya," I said, smiling. "I understand. I know this isn't easy for you." "I also wanted to say that I'm sorry for always making fun of your job," she continued. "I was just trying to be funny, but I know it hurt your feelings. I was wrong, and I'm really proud of everything you've accomplished." "Thank you, Priya," I said, feeling a weight lift off my shoulders. "That means a lot to me." She understands. My sister is amazing. I am so lucky to have her. I am so glad she apologized. I was mean and hurtful, and I understand. I am so happy. Now we can move forward. Now we can work together. I can be her boss and her sister. I will make her proud. I will be a great leader. I will make this company successful. I will prove to her that I am capable of anything. She is my sister, and I love her. And I will always be there for her, no matter what. This will be great. I can feel it. We are going to be okay. Despite Priya's apology, the reality of our new situation was still sinking in. It was hard to separate my role as CEO from my role as a sister. I found myself constantly second-guessing my decisions, wondering if I was being fair to Priya and to the other employees. For example, when Priya came to me with a proposal for a new marketing campaign, I had to force myself to evaluate it objectively, without letting our personal relationship cloud my judgment. Was it really a good idea, or was I just being nice to my sister? I sought advice from other members of my team, asking for their honest opinions. This will be difficult. Similarly, when I had to give Priya constructive criticism on a project, I worried about how she would take it. Would she think I was being too harsh? Would she feel like I was picking on her? I tried to be as gentle and supportive as possible, focusing on her strengths and offering specific suggestions for improvement. This is not going to be easy. I also made a conscious effort to treat Priya like any other employee. I didn't give her any special privileges, and I didn't let her get away with anything. I wanted her to earn her success, just like everyone else. And she did. I will be fair, and I will be supportive. I will lead with fairness. I will do what is best for the company. It will be hard to balance being a boss and a sister, but I will do it. I will make it work. I will find the balance. I will be a great leader. I will be a good sister. I can do this. I know I can. I will succeed. This will be amazing. I am ready for the challenge. I am the new CEO. And I am Priya's sister. And I will make both of those roles work perfectly. It will be difficult, but I will do it. As the weeks went by, I started to find my footing as CEO. I implemented some of the changes I had been planning, focusing on improving communication, streamlining processes, and fostering a more collaborative work environment. I held regular team meetings to encourage open dialogue and gather feedback. I implemented a new project management system to improve efficiency and transparency. And I organized team-building activities to foster camaraderie and strengthen relationships. I was careful to make sure that all of these changes were implemented fairly and equitably. I listened to everyone's concerns, and I made sure that everyone had a voice. I did this so that the team would be happy and successful. Slowly but surely, things started to improve. The company became more efficient, more innovative, and more profitable. Employee morale increased, and people seemed genuinely excited to come to work each day. Even Priya seemed to be thriving. She took on new challenges, developed new skills, and consistently exceeded expectations. She was a valuable member of the team, and I was incredibly proud of her. I am so happy to lead this team. It is so wonderful to see everyone working together and supporting each other. This is amazing. I am a good leader. I am a good CEO. I am a good sister. I am so grateful for this opportunity. And I am determined to make the most of it. I am so proud of Priya. She is thriving. She is a valuable member of the team. I believe in her. She can do anything. I am her biggest fan. This is going to be great. I can feel it. This is perfect. I am so happy that I can work with my sister. It's a dream come true. I am so lucky. This will be wonderful. Over time, I noticed a shift in Priya's attitude. She started seeking my advice on work-related matters, asking for my feedback on her ideas, and genuinely valuing my opinion. She no longer saw me as just her boring sister, but as a competent and capable leader. One day, she came to my office with a problem she was struggling with. "Mia," she said, "I'm not sure how to handle this situation. Can you help me?" I listened carefully as she explained the issue, and then I offered my suggestions. She listened intently, taking notes and asking clarifying questions. When I was finished, she looked at me with a newfound respect in her eyes. "Wow, Mia," she said. "That's really helpful. I never would have thought of that." "I'm glad I could help," I said, smiling. "You know," she continued, "I was wrong about you. You're not just a good accountant, you're a really good leader. You've made so many positive changes at this company, and you've really inspired me." I was touched by her words. It meant the world to me that she finally recognized my abilities and respected my leadership. I am so happy that Priya is starting to respect me. It means the world to me. She is the most important person in my life, and I care about her opinion a lot. I will continue to lead with fairness. She is amazing. I am a great sister. She is my best friend. I will always be there for her, no matter what. This is perfect. It's a dream come true. I am so lucky to have her. I will always support her. I believe in her. She can do anything she sets her mind to. She is strong, smart, and capable. I am her biggest fan. She is amazing. She is a wonderful sister. I love her so much. I am so grateful to have her in my life. She will succeed at everything. I just know it. This is wonderful. Now that Priya and I were on the same page, I could focus on helping her grow and develop her skills. I started by giving her more challenging assignments, projects that would push her outside of her comfort zone and help her learn new things. I also encouraged her to take on leadership roles, giving her opportunities to lead teams, present ideas, and make decisions. I wanted her to see that she was capable of more than she thought, and I wanted her to gain confidence in her abilities. I always made myself available to her, offering guidance and support whenever she needed it. I shared my knowledge and experience, and I helped her navigate the challenges of the workplace. I also made sure to recognize her accomplishments, praising her publicly for her hard work and dedication. I wanted her to know that her contributions were valued and appreciated. As a result, Priya flourished. She became a valuable asset to the company, a respected colleague, and a confident leader. And I couldn't have been prouder of her. This is wonderful. I am so happy to see Priya thriving. She is becoming the best version of herself. I am a good leader. I am helping people grow and develop their skills. That is what a good leader is supposed to do. I believe in Priya, and I am so proud of her. I always knew she could do it. She is amazing. She is a wonderful sister. I am so lucky to have her in my life. I will always be there for her. I am her biggest fan. I love her so much. She will succeed at everything she sets her mind to. I am so grateful to have her in my life. This is perfect. It's a dream come true. I am so happy that I can help her succeed. That is what sisters are for. This is wonderful. I can't wait to see what she does next. She is going to change the world. She is going to make a difference. I know it. This is going to be amazing. I am so excited for her future. She will be successful. This is a great story. We are all working together. We are all supporting each other. This is what life should be like. It is a wonderful thing. I am so happy. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. This is perfect. I love my life. I love my sister. I love my job. I love my team. This is all so great. Our relationship as sisters also began to evolve. We started spending more time together outside of work, going to movies, having dinner, and just talking. We learned to appreciate each other's strengths and support each other's weaknesses. I realized that Priya wasn't just my sister, she was also my best friend. And she realized that I wasn't just a boring accountant, I was a capable and caring leader. We learned to laugh at the absurdity of our situation, the fact that I was her boss and that I had been secretly funding her company all along. We even started joking about it. So, boss lady, Priya would say, "What's on the agenda for today?" "Just trying to take over the world," I'd reply, smiling. We also learned to support each other through difficult times. When I was feeling stressed or overwhelmed, Priya was always there to listen and offer encouragement. And when Priya was facing a challenge at work, I was always there to provide guidance and support. I can do this. Our relationship became stronger and more meaningful than ever before. We were not just sisters, we were a team. And we knew that we could accomplish anything as long as we had each other's backs. This is perfect. I am so happy that Priya and I are closer than ever. She is my best friend. I can always count on her. She is always there for me, no matter what. I am so lucky to have her in my life. I love her so much. I am grateful for everything. I love my job. I love my life. I love my team. We are all working together and supporting each other. This is a great story. This is what life should be like. I am so happy. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. This is perfect. I love everything. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my life. I am so happy. It is all amazing. One evening, we were sitting on the couch at my apartment, watching a movie and eating popcorn. Priya suddenly turned to me and said, "You know, I've been thinking about something." "What's that?" I asked. "Remember when I laughed at you for quitting your job?" she said. I nodded, bracing myself for another apology. Well, she continued, I just realized how ironic that was. You were actually the one who was taking a risk, following your dreams, and doing something meaningful. And I was the one who was stuck in a dead-end job, just going through the motions. I smiled. I never thought of it that way, I said. It's true, she said. You were the one who was being brave, and I was too blind to see it. And now, you're helping me be brave too. You're pushing me to be my best self. And I'm so grateful for that. I'm just glad I could help, I said, feeling my heart swell with love for my sister. And, she added with a grin, I'm also grateful that you're funding my company. I mean, free snacks are awesome. We both burst out laughing. It was a perfect moment, a reminder of how far we had come and how much we had grown. It all worked out in the end. It is great. We are so happy. Priya finally understands the irony. She appreciates my help. I am so glad that we have come full circle. It is amazing. This is what it all means. We have always had each other. We have always supported each other. This is just one step. I love her. We are so happy. I will always be there for her. I hope she knows that. This is perfect. It has always been perfect. It is so amazing. As for the future, I am excited about what lies ahead for Innovate Solutions. We have a talented team, a strong vision, and a commitment to innovation. I am confident that we will continue to grow and succeed. And I am even more excited about my future with Priya. We have learned to support each other, to appreciate each other, and to love each other unconditionally. I know that we can face any challenge as long as we have each other. We are planning to continue working together at Innovate Solutions, building a company that we can both be proud of. We are also planning to travel the world, explore new cultures, and have lots of adventures. But most importantly, we are planning to continue being sisters, best friends, and each other's biggest supporters. That is the most important thing in the world to me. This is our future. It is so bright. I am so excited. I know we can do anything together. We are a team. We are sisters. We are best friends. We are unstoppable. It is going to be amazing. I can feel it. This is just the beginning. We are going to change the world. I am so grateful for this. I am so happy. I am so blessed. This is perfect. I love everything. I love my life. I love my sister. I love my job. I love my team. This is a great story. We are all working together and supporting each other. This is what life should be like. This is what sisters are for. We are all so happy. It is all so amazing. This is wonderful. Thank you. This is beautiful. This is our future. Looking back on everything, I've learned a valuable lesson. It's easy to judge people based on their appearances, their jobs, or their perceived limitations. But you never really know what someone is capable of until you give them a chance. Priya learned that too. She learned that I was more than just a boring accountant, that I had hidden talents and a passion for success. And I learned that she was more than just a bubbly marketing assistant, that she had the potential to be a strong leader and a valuable asset to the company. But most importantly, we learned the importance of family. We learned that no matter what happens, we will always have each other's backs. We learned that love and support can overcome any obstacle. So, the next time you're tempted to judge someone, remember my story. Remember that everyone has hidden talents and untapped potential. And remember that family is the most important thing in the world. This has been a great journey. I have learned a lot. I have grown a lot. I am grateful for everything. I am so lucky to have Priya in my life. She is the best sister in the world. I love her so much. I am also very grateful to all the people who have supported me and helped me along the way. I could not have done it without them. I am so blessed. This is a perfect story. I hope it will inspire others to be more open-minded, more supportive, and more loving. We all need to be supportive. The world will be a better place if we are more kind to each other. Thank you. This is the end. It's been a long road. I am so happy. I hope you enjoyed the story. I have been happy. This has been great. The lesson is to not judge others. The lesson is the importance of family. So, how might you approach a relationship in your own life with the same openness Mia and Priya found, allowing space for hidden talents to emerge and for both of you to thrive?